So that's where we're at. Now, I can put it that way, or I can put it this way. Whichever way is going to be the easiest at this point. I think I'd rather have it this way. Well, in this case, this way. And we'd be all set. Now, this is a little bit cheaper one. So, I don't remember seeing, I have to look in the box or around, just in case I had taken it out, a guide. Usually they have a guide that bolts on, but it doesn't show anything for it to bolt on to. And that would be so that, you know, if it was pulling up or down, it had a set of rollers to kind of roll in. So what I may do is just put a piece of pipe on this piece right here, so that if I do have to do anything with this, as far as it goes to tow something in, I can bring this across it and not worry about it dragging on this here and wrecking the cable, if that makes sense to you. So now the other option is put it this way. Doesn't make a difference which way this goes in. This is square. This way I don't have to worry about it. All right, so that's another option, which is not a big deal actually. So that may be the ticket right there. I want to see how many holes we have. Okay, it only shows 2 bolt holes, which I'm not crazy about. So this may ended up getting welded to this as well as the bolts. I mean, it's not like I couldn't cut the welds off if I needed to, you know. So that will probably be the case. I'll bolt it through because these two should fit those 2 holes there. Let me see. Yeah, those 2 fit that. So I can bolt this on. Yeah, and then at that point, weld it at the same time. I just got to make sure that whatever side I put it on, I know that's the way it's going to be. So if I'm going to put it here, that's fine. Now again, I can put this in either way, so it doesn't make a difference. But I want to be able to utilize it in any way as well. So if I do it this way, I can actually pull from lower if I had to, because of this is being smooth. I don't worry about the cable getting caught up or hanging up or cut, because this here is smooth. I think you guys are seeing all this. So that's it. And as far as the rollers that are normally on these things, this one hasn't got one because there's no place for it to bolt onto. Usually there's a place for it to bolt onto, and there's none there. So apparently this one didn't come with it. So that will get bolted right there basically, if I put it on this side, which I can. It's not a big deal. You know what? I might do that, because then if I wanted to, I can put a plug on this to disconnect these real quick. So this way I can have this on there. So imagine that being on there. And if I want to flip it this way, I can use this side for something different if I wanted to. So that kind of makes a little sense. Or am I just overthinking all this? So, but that would give me that extra option. Now this looks like it's pretty well in there. There's a plate. This comes out over this, and it's welded all the way around. Then it looks like it was notched out with another plate and welded all the way around. So that looks like it's going to be okay. I mean, and it's made for a winch, so it's got to be okay. It's made for pulling those, not made so much for lifting. But I think that's going to be okay. And I think this side is going to be the way to go. Just like that. Yeah. Let me get a couple of bolts just to get it kind of hooked up real quick. And while I'm doing Alright, sorry guys. Will these fit in here? Yeah, good. So these are the ones I'm going to use. Let me go put these back. See, at least with this camera, the software that I use for editing is real easy to use. So for that reason alone, it's nice to use it. The software, now see, that one can go the opposite way. All right, we could do that. The software on the other one, on the 360, it's not bad. I mean, it's kind of easy, but you kind of got to do everything in reverse, and that's kind of the pain in the butt with it. Because if you wanted to chop something out of the middle, you got to kind of start chopping from the end. I don't know. I just find it to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Now that's probably because I don't use it that much, so it's just one of those things that is a pain in the ass. So when I do some videos with that one, it gets a little on the long side because it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. If it's not right at the beginning,